Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to look at Ether, Ethereum. If you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below, and check out the Telegram channel. So what I want to show you guys, right, is we're just going to talk through this, right? I mean, so Ether has continued to move. It was, not that long ago, it was flirting with 400. It pretty quickly shot up to 420 and then shot up to 440. It's retracing a little bit now. But again, I mean, it's still fairly bullish, right? And we know, right, if we pull up the BLX, if we just pull up the BLX really quick, we know the reason. It's because Bitcoin is staying bullish. And because Bitcoin is staying bullish, it's just business as usual, right? I mean, it's not that complicated. Let me just put on the regression line here. So, business as usual for Ethereum. Bitcoin is staying bullish. And even the Ether Bitcoin ratio is likely going to stay high as long as Bitcoin just stays at its current level. I mean, if it stays at 11.7, 11.8, 11.9, Ether is probably going to continue this run against Bitcoin. And if it goes into the speculative bubble mode and then continues, maybe comes back down, maybe it doesn't, it's because Bitcoin is staying bullish. So I want to provide an update here. Things can move quite quickly, right? It's currently at 426. And what I'm looking for, right, is, if it gets up to 440, 450 again and starts really moving, it can really get crazy rather quickly. So I would just want to remind you to just have a plan, right? Have a plan when you go into this. Because, if a bubble does form, right? If we see a bubble come out, and form like this, and maybe it goes up to $700-800, some of you guys would laugh at the idea of taking profits, right, at such a low Ether value, because you're more so waiting for that 10,000 Ether, which is fine, right? I mean, if that's your goal, it's perfectly fine. But I have a feeling that if we go into bubble mode this early, it's not going to be sustained, right? And I don't think we're going to come back down to these prices if we go into bubble mode. But I mean, we could come back down and then continue back on. So the point is, right, is to systematically take profits on the way up. So I would just encourage people to kind of figure out what they're going to do ahead of time and then stick to it. Otherwise, you'll see these things come and go. Now, remember what one of the things we've spoken about before, right, is that timely fourth quarter buy, the December Ether buy. Historically speaking, as I showed in the last video, if we look at Ether Bitcoin, right, every December, there's always been a really good time to buy against Bitcoin, right? So we're talking about against Bitcoin, buying in December, buying in December here, even here. This is December 2017, and then over here, this is also December. So what I'm looking for is for a nice setup, right? And again, we admit that it might not happen. If you see, let me draw out a potential scenario where I don't think it would be valid. If we see Ether against Bitcoin do something like this, right? Then there's not an obvious December buy, right? I mean, it's not obvious. If it does continue to skyrocket, which I don't think it would, but if it did, I don't think it would be obvious in December. But on the other hand, right, if you see something like this, right, where it comes up, everything's super bullish, everyone's crazy about Ether. Sorry about that. So let's say it comes up, and then it retraces going into the fourth quarter. It might present a timely opportunity again for a timely buy. So I just want people to be prepared, right? I know I say the same thing sometimes over and over, but I just want you guys to be aware of these macro level trends in the market. So if this happens, it's not the end of the bull market necessarily. It just means that it's it could be another short-term speculative bubble, and then we're just going to continue on our merry way, right? This is the focus of the channel, looking at these macro shifts in the market, trying to time bubbles when they happen, systematically take profits whenever they do happen. When they're not happening, just systematically, dynamically moving into the market, and then when they do, and then just continuing that cycle, right? It's kind of like creating a second revenue stream in a sense. Like some people do real estate, right? Some people have other things they got going on to bring in side revenue. Well, my argument is that crypto can be one of those things, right? If you're smart about it, if you're not emotional, right, in the market, if you move in when the risk is low and you move out when the risk is high, just systematically according to mathematics, then it to me it just becomes a secondary revenue stream, right? So I'm not just like an all-in type person where I just buy it and then I hold it for an unknown, like an untold period of time, and then one day I just randomly sell it when it feels like a good day to sell. No, I just stick to a predefined schedule. If you guys want to check it out, remember, if you want to check out the way I go about doing it, you can check out the premium list at intothecryptoverse.com. I will remind you, you get access to a lot of stuff, 6 different things. It's pretty much growing every month in terms of what you get, but you get access to a weekly report, a weekly video, a risk dashboard that you can use to time these momentum shifts in the market. We've been doing it for a long time now. A lot of people see the value in it. I would encourage you to check it out. We also have a strategies dashboard, which can tell you your weighted risk and also tell you your, for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, and ADA at least, and also it includes XMR, XRP, and Litecoin. And then you also can look at various dynamic DCA selling strategies. And then you also get access to an alerts channel on Telegram and a private Telegram chat room. So a lot of value. If you guys value the content, you can pay for 6 or 12 months with crypto. You can get a nice discount by doing so. And I will remind you, again, the prices are going up sometime this month or next month, right? I don't know exactly when. I'm gonna have to try to look into it once the markets cool down a little bit. But sometime this month or next month, the prices will be going up. And if you want to get grandfathered in at the lower price, then make sure you go ahead and sign up now. If you prefer to not sign up on my website, I also do have a Patreon that you guys can check out. So this is kind of what I started with back when I started the channel. But this tier right here gets you the same thing that the premium list does. So if you'd rather sign up on Patreon, which some of you guys are more comfortable with, you can feel free to do so. You'll get access to the same stuff. Now, we're gonna watch Ethereum, right? I mean, it's 427. Again, things can get crazy really quickly if you see this bubble mode take off. And I am somewhat optimistic, right? I mean, if Bitcoin just can hold these levels and not freak out too much, then most likely Ether's going to keep climbing. Just like some of the other coins have done already that kind of have front run it. There's other coins on the market that have already been doing quite well. Some of them have already retraced significantly. Ethereum is going to be one of those ones, I think, that it's more of like it's a giant, right? It's a mountain. It takes giants to move these mountains. It's not going to be one of those things that you can just quickly pump and then it's going to drop 90% the next day like some of these coins. It's going to be one of those ones that I think it's a more systematic move over a long period of time. And I think there's going to be a lot of people that are rewarded. And I would argue that a lot of people have already been significantly rewarded, right? If you guys were getting it when we were in this fair valuation trend line, you're already up significantly. So congratulations if you did. Be on the lookout for a continuation here to take profits. And if we come back in, right, it's just business as usual, right? Because we know, well, I guess we don't know anything, but we're fairly certain that even if we come back into the regression band, it's just a matter of time before we come back out of it, right? And everyone at this point, right, everyone at the point we're currently at probably wishes they had more Ether, because you look back and you say, oh man, I wish I had bought more when it was $100. Well, if it comes back down ever and it goes, if you get the chance at 250 again or something, remember how you felt, right, in these bubbles, because almost assuredly they're going to happen again. It's just a matter of time, right? Crypto is going to go up, crypto is going to go down, right? It's just a matter of whether you're the smart money or the dumb money. And in my opinion, the smart money systematically takes profits when we go into bubbles and systematically moves into the market when we are, at the lows of the bear market and in the regression band. And I do this based on the risk levels according to the premium list into thecryptoverse.com. I hope you guys enjoyed I wouldn't say dialogue because I'm just talking to myself, but I hope you enjoyed the discussion here on Ether, kind of my views over the next few months. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. The channel's growing. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully we can get to 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Bye.